Hey everyone! Today, we're taking you straight to the construction site for something big. We're pouring the foundation of our dream home. And since it's 2025 and we've got amazing technology at our fingertips, we won't be mixing concrete by hand. Instead, we're bringing in the big guns, a professional concrete pump. If you're new here, we're a young couple building our dream home from scratch. This is going to be wild, so don't miss out. Pouring the foundation is a massive step, and trust me, it's not as simple as it sounds. This is one of those things you just can't cut corners on. Literally, the entire house depends on it. Concrete pumps are lifesavers because, back in the day, pouring foundations used to be ridiculously hard work. I can't even imagine how people used to drag massive rocks out of forests and mix concrete by hand like our grandparents did. There's just two of us, so taking that route would mean we'd be building for a year. Time is precious, and honestly, so is our health. Thank goodness for modern tech. The pump we're using has this massive arm, and the operator uses a joystick to guide it with insane precision, even to hard-to-reach spots. They can adjust the flow, or even pause if we can't keep up. The operator was super patient with us, slowing things down when we needed a breather. Oh, and fun fact, the longest concrete pump arm in the world can reach up to 100 meters. Ours isn't quite that fancy, but it's still an absolute beast. While I'm holding the pump hose and spreading the concrete into the trench, my amazing wife is checking everything with a rotating laser level. It's all about precision. If you want a perfectly level house, you've got to start with perfectly level foundations. Even though it looks like messy, heavy work, the accuracy has to be down to the millimeter. Crazy, right? Sure, you could fix mistakes later, but why create problems for yourself when you can get it right the first time? Here's how it works. The rotating laser has a transmitter that has to stay rock solid, while my wife uses a receiver on a measuring rod to check the height of the concrete anywhere on the site. According to the plans, the concrete levels in our foundations vary because we're building on a slope, so we've got 4 different levels to deal with. Thank goodness we paid attention in math class because there's been a lot of calculating already, and there's more to come. But hey, we've got smartphones, so we're not totally lost. We brought in 2 extra helpers for the day because there's no way we could handle this alone. Concrete is heavy, and working with it is exhausting. Plus, if it's hot or sunny, it sets even faster, which is a nightmare if you can't keep up. Luckily, the weather was on our side. Cool, cloudy, and no rain. Rain during concrete work? Absolute disaster. Concrete is a mix of gravel, cement, and water, and when you smooth it out properly, it creates this perfectly flat surface that's so satisfying to look at. Seriously, it's mesmerizing. To get that finish, we use a tool we DIY'd, a metal bar with handles that we use to gently press the gravel down, leaving only the cement and water on top. Not many builders bother with this step, but it saves so much work later on. Efficiency is everything for us because winter's coming, and we need to start laying concrete blocks on these foundations ASAP. You'll see that in the next episode. If you're enjoying following our journey, don't forget to hit subscribe. Your support helps us improve our content and keeps us motivated to share our dream with you. There were a few hiccups, like some spots where the concrete ended up too high. We had to shovel some out by hand, re-level it, and check it all again with the laser. Thankfully, the cooler weather gave us extra time to perfect everything. We're total newbies at this, so everything takes us twice as long as it would for the pros. But even the pros have bad days, like when the sun speeds up the setting process and they're racing against the clock. Spoiler alert, that might just happen to us in the future. The concrete was poured quickly, so the pump left after about an hour, but it took us another 2 hours to get everything just the way we wanted it. When we were done, it was such a relief. The trenches are finally filled, even in the spots with big rocks, and we don't have to worry about rain ruining our work anymore. After cleaning all the tools, because dried concrete is impossible to remove, we finally treated ourselves to a good meal. We'd been up since before dawn, so it was a solid day's work. By tomorrow, the concrete will have set enough for us to walk on and start the next phase. Oh, and one more tip. To keep concrete from cracking, you've got to water it regularly so it cures evenly and stays strong. Have you ever worked on multi-level foundations? Does it seem as tricky to you as it does to us? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We hope you're enjoying this journey as much as we are. If you are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to be incredible as we start building the foundation walls. See you next time.